So basically, that's it. 100 million commitment, 90 million limited by the limited partners over 6 years. Our value rate is 8%. So calculates what the GP and LP receives. So this is where it comes up. This is the commitment, which is 100 million. That's everything the fund at. And this is what is invested, which is 90 million. That's what was invested, which is always invested by the LPs. So this is the duration. They are good 6 years, and this is the order rates. Standard order rate is 8%, and after 6 years of investing, this is the revenue that was gotten of 50 million distribution. So the first step is you return what after the 6 year return was given by the LP, which is 90 million. Return what the LP gave, which is 90 million. Out of the 150 million, you return the 90 million, which is the capital. And the second thing is you calculate the IRR, which is you calculate the odd rate over 6 years for the LP. So the first thing you do is the future value is equals to present value times open bracket 1 plus R raised to power T, which is the time. So yeah, you have future value is equals to 90, which is the present value. The present value is 90, which is what was invested. So times 1 plus 1.0 times 1 plus 0.08. So how did you get the 0.08? So this is 100%. To get that you have 8% of what's the 8% of 100%, which is 8 divided by 100, which is 0.008, which is a. So then come out here, that's the R. The R is 0.008, which is the order rate. And it's also 90 times 1 point. This is 1 plus 0.08. It's equals to 1.08. When 1 comes here, so it becomes 1.08. So 90 times 1.08 times the duration, which is 6 years. That's it. So it's equals to 90 times. I did now calculate this. So I came down here, then I calculated 1.08 times 6, which is just about 6. So you times it times, so you get 1.5868. That's what you get. So then this is it here. There, 90 times 1.5868 is equals to. So I did it here. I had a bit of trouble, so I used calculator. So I think I got it up to this point, then I missed it. But I used calculator. So this is it. 142.82 million, which is what the LP is getting. So you minus 150 million, 150 million minus this, but automatically the LP is getting 142.82 million. So that's it. So that's what's the LP, which is limited partners that invested 90 million. That's what they are getting. So for the GP, so this is the total distribution, which is 150 million. That's the total distribution. So minus this, after you giving 142.82 million to the LP, which is the limited partners that invested 90 million. This, what is it? The interest on this interest on the 90 million is the order rate over 6 years. So after you minus the total distribution, which is 150 million, minus what you've given to the LP, this is what you have left. So this is 7.18, which is to the GP if they have a catch up clause. If they have a catch up clause, that's what they get. But if there's no catch up clause, that's another problem. So if there's no catch up clause, it now comes to this is 7.18 divided by. So automatically there's no catch up clause. This is what comes. 80% becomes that of LP, and 20% becomes that of GP. So you calculate 100 what this you calculate. You move 80% on this, it belongs to the LP. 20% from this belongs to the GP. So I think I have to share that in the next video because I don't think this board will fit it. So this is the question. So the question is imagine there's a catch-up clause. So after getting that 1.18, which is after paying to the LP everything their capital plus their preferred shares. The question is what if there's a catch-up clause? So what is catch-up clause? Catch-up clause is a plus star. makes the GP get most or all of everything that is left after the capital is paid to the after the capital and the preferred shares is paid to the LP. So they get everything they've agreed, which is like 20%. So that's what the catch up clause does. It makes sure that they get their 20%. So this is X and Y, which is getting that 7.8 we got earlier. So if there's a catch up clause, the GP gets 20% of the profit. That's like the standard. So this is it. Profit is equals to return. But profit rather is equals to return minus capital. So this is it. 150 million is the return, which is like the distribution after 6 years. Then this is 90 million, which is the capital from the LP. So minus this from this, you get 16 million. So to calculate the 20% for GP for the catch-up clause, you have to divide this. You have to get the 20% of this, which is the catch-up clause, which is their preferred agreed shares rather. So this brought it here. So 60 million divided by 100. As I prefer to do my percentage, is so much easy for me. 60 million divided by 100 is 0 comes to 0, 0 comes to 0. So you have like 6 figures left, which is 600,000 times 20, 600,000 times 2. That's 12, 10, that's 1.2. Then the 0, that's 12 million. So this is 12 million here. So which is the 20% of what the LP is GP is supposed to be getting. But then in a situation where after paying the capital and the preferred shares, and the preferred return rather to the LP, this is what is left. So automatically they are supposed to be getting this, but this is what is left. So what happens is now they get this, and that's the end. But in a situation where they do have in the situation where they don't have catch up clause, and this is exactly what's left like in that previous board. So and this is what is left. So what happens is now this comes here 7.8. 7.18. So what you do is you break it down to 20% for the GP and 80% for the LP. So this is what happens. You break it down to 2, which is 20% goes to the GP and 80% goes to the LP. So that's exactly what happens. So it is always preferable you have a catch-up clause at least. So the GP don't end up taking below what's better for them. So it's always good to have the catch-up clause. So basically that's the end of it. So in total, this is what the GP gets if there's a catch-up clause. So the question says, what's the distribution? What does the LP get and what does the GP get? So the LP gets this, where's it? 142.882 million, their capital plus their preferred return. And the GP gets this if there's a catch-up clause, or what's 20% of 7? That's basically they get I think about 2 million or so. Think about 1.8. There should be around 1.8 is what the GP gets, which is the 20% of 7.518. It's not even up to 1.8. But it's not like close to 1.8 of this. That's the 20% of it. So basically that's it. So if there's a catch-up clause, the GP gets this. If there's no catch-up clause, they get 1.6. Let's do 1.6. So they get 1.6 of it. So basically that's everything about it.